Welcome to another episode of the Pat Down. I'm here with Dion Curry and my co-host, my other co-host, the white one. What's your name?
I
Chris
know Trump's
Spangler.
president, but come on. I know you're on a cracker break, but my name's Chris.
I am on a cracker break, and I thank you for respecting my cracker break.
I
Your
understand.
people,
I get it.
your people aren't behaving well.
No, I'm just ranting to Dion before the show started about how bad they're acting.
Yeah, I was telling him we need to bring back segregation.
He really did. He went full Marcus Garvey on me.
But you know what? It's getting there because nobody want to fuck with y'all right now. And I hate to say that, Chris. You know, in a minute they're gonna tell me I can't talk to you anymore. So
The entitlement is off the charts. Just because he's president doesn't mean you can be a dick. Sorry.
It's more than entitlement, honey. You got motherfucking regular people just running up on Mexicans and shit. Are you legal? Nigga, are you legal?
Well, this is not a political episode. We barely touch on it. Don't.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Actually, really funny. Miss Pat explains how to talk to a coworker when they're vaginas.
But I was gonna tell you, I'm as soon as Target get DEI, I'm gonna get off the cracker break, and then I can let you come over.
Okay. All right. That's why we're doing these on Zoom. She won't let me in her house.
I miss you too, Chris, because being on the cracker break will just bring your morality down.
I know. I miss you too. I miss Garyana most of all.
I'm really waiting on you to say you on a nigga break.
If I say it, I will be for a long time.
You're gonna get broke by some niggas too.
Why are all your friends white? Well, go back to episode 237.
We love you, Chris.
Things I didn't mean to say out loud. I meant them. I just didn't mean to say them.
We're almost to episode 300, and I have never slipped. Isn't that amazing?
Oh well, we talk about gambling too, so
we're gonna trim that out.
One day you will, and we might forgive you.
Oh, thank you.
That ain't happening.
This episode is very special, y'all, because we did something that we never done before. Chris showed us his penis before it was hard. So stay tuned.
One more time.
What?
What is that?
She got a blonde streak in her wig. I like it.
I was in Biloxi this week, so I was trying to do something different. So I had a blonde streak in my wig. So
like trail in case you were getting kidnapped.
Biloxi's got to be safe, right?
What you say?
Is Biloxi a safe town? Like
for you, maybe. No, I'm just kidding.
Is what a safe town? Biloxi?
Yeah, what's Biloxi like?
Why are you saying it like that?
I'm just asking. I like it's one of those
saying it like you say Popsy Rapsy.
Yeah.
Say it one more time.
How do you say it? Am I saying it wrong?
Say it one more time.
Biloxi.
Biloxi. B-I.
Biloxi.
Yeah, you know something wrong when I'm teaching Chris how to fucking talk.
Well, it's yeah. How do you spell it?
Biloxi. I think.
Where even is it?
Mississippi.
It's in Mississippi.
Biloxi. Biloxi. Is that you really hit the O? Or do you say Biloxi?
Biloxi, that's what they say. It's people it's where poor people go and lose their money at.
Oh, okay.
They run to the casino to rob, and then some nigga on the street or some lottery ticket. I don't fucking know. I don't gamble when I go there because I'm scared to gamble. I lost $60 one time, and I said, I don't know how y'all do this. I could have wasted that at a fucking restaurant.
You got to treat gambling like going to the movies. It's just money spent. You know. What I mean?
Okay.
Whether the movie's good or bad, it's money spent.
If you walk into a Mexican restaurant with your 3 kids, you know you're going out 50, 60, 70.
Yeah, it's like that's how you treat going to the casino. I'm just going to have fun, trying to win money, knowing I ain't finna win shit.
Right.
No, I can't do that.
I've never gambled. I maybe bought a lottery ticket once and I lost $20 in Vegas, and that was it. Just
Yeah.
no.
I bought lottery tickets, that's I don't buy lottery tickets anymore, but yeah, unless my sister just constantly begged me, and I was like, let me go play this bitch birthday and see if I can hit a number and give her $100. That's the
You
only way she gonna get $100 out of me. I
thought
gotta
she
wait
was
out for
lucky.
birthday. Hmm?
You thought Maypop was lucky, so let's play her birthday.
Sometime I do think she's lucky, but I'm yarning because I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. I just came in. I just came back in from um rehearsing the Miss Pat show.
Yeah. What episode are you on now?
I'm on episode 7.
Okay. All right. How many episodes this
8.
season? 8?
Yep, she got
8.
Damn, you're almost done then.
I can't wait to be done.
How long have you been filming? Like 2 months now?
Yeah, 2 months.
I mean, the Miss Pat settles it is 2 weeks, and after the first week, I was just burnt to I can't imagine how you do that for 2 months because it's a bigger production and it seems like more of a grind.
It is. I mean, and then the lines on the Miss Pat settles it don't change. These lines change every day. Like I have a strip, and I'm like, I don't even know why I'm gonna stay up all night stuttering because when I get back the next morning, it's a whole new motherfucking script. So you don't burnt your motherfucking brains to learn these lines. And this time on this episode, I'm in the elevator and I got a monologues line, and I'm like, I looked over at Jordan there. I'm like, you working the shit out of me. Why would you give me all these fucking lines? You know I can't read words off of a paper.
Yeah.
It don't stick.
You having a little food there? What are you eating?
Piece of gum. I'm trying to keep my sugar up. So
You feeling faint?
no, I ain't feeling no fucking faint. I'm feeling sleepy. And I figure if I move my mouth like
Oh,
this, I won't fall asleep. It's a stay awake mechanism.
I can't argue with that logic.
I mean, if it works, it works.
Have you been drunk in the bed trying to eat? And you ain't sleep.
How are you?
You don't even get drunk. How do you know how drunk
Hold
people
on,
eat?
quiet, Dion. Let the woman chew.
So you be doing that, because you trying to eat your Taco Bell. Then you wake up and that shit stuck in your hair in the morning.
So accurate.
Like that's what you do when you get drunk. You trying to stay awake to eat.
Mm.
And it's kind of late. And my thing, I've been up since about 3 o'clock.
Yeah. What time? What's your call time?
It was noon, but I woke up. I went out to Jasmine. We gave Jasmine we went karaoke,
Okay.
which was really fun. But we didn't get home at like 12 o'clock. I got home like 12 o'clock. Was that late for me? Because usually, I don't know what the fuck that word just came up out of me like that. Usually, how you say it?
Usually, you're right.
You're right.
Yeah. Nailed it.
Usually, that don't sound right.
It is. It's just a weird
Well, that's
word.
'cause-
Usually,
Never mind.
let me hear you say it.
Usually.
Usually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I forgot what I was gonna say.
That's what it is.
Yeah. It's the gum got in your.
Get the gum out. He's fucking on my concentration now.
So silly.
You know what? It sucks getting old because you just forget shit. You be mid conversation, and you just forget shit. Like it's gonna happen to y'all. It probably happened. If you ever had sex with your wife and then your mind slide, you like, why you on? What are we doing?
Nigga, I thought I locked my keys in my car. They were in my hand the whole motherfucker.
I had that the other day. I've had God damn it, where are my glasses? And I'm wearing them.
It's like, why can't I find my fucking keys?
I was looking for my phone last week. I was like, where's my phone at? And I was literally holding it. It was so stupid.
I have definitely been feeling like even before I turned 40, there were signs, but
Yeah.
I'm definitely feeling
It is weird.
as each day passes by.
It gets worse in your 50s, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, you just like, I cannot remember shit. Like I've found myself like talking in my phone, remind me to do this. Then you know, I got Jasmine, I'll be like, hey, I'm gonna forget to tell you this tomorrow. So let me tell you today why it's on mine. And then what fucked up, what people don't know about middle-aged people, when we call to tell you something, don't fucking talk. Cause we're gonna forget what we're about to say. Shut the fuck up, young people.
Should be on time.
Our brain cells got some cracks in them. So when that memory trying to go through and you interrupt, it falls into our head. And then we got to wait till it come back up and jump back in the vein line. So shut the fuck up when old people talking. It's only a matter of time before they forget.
What were we talking about?
Exactly. You
I
know,
don't. We got
I wish-
sidetracked on usually.
Usually, yeah. Sometimes I get ready to go to the bathroom and I was like, why am I in here? And then when you forget, the piss go back up.
You forget to pee? That pressure is a constant reminder.
Not
for
when
me.
you're a man. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back.
When it comes to college basketball, nothing is for certain. You'll watch upset buzzer beaters, top picks going home early. Get in on the fun with DraftKings Sportsbook, baby. With live betting, exclusive content, promos, and parlays is a thing to do this March. First time, here's something special just for you. New DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Bet the unexpected with DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code PATDOWN. That's code PATDOWN for new customers to get $200 in bonus bet when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. New customers only. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio.
Don't forget, if you love candles like I love candles, hey, I learned that from white people. Give a good candle. That's a great gift. Go over to bigassluxury.com and get the candle. I call them big ass candles because that's how it's always been advertised to me. And it's 15% off. Just put in the code MSPAT. That's all you got to do. And you're going to love this big ass candle.
Show us the candle because it's huge.
This is the candle.
It's the size of her titty.
It is like 2.5 titties.
It smells so fucking good, y'all. I'm telling you. Go over here, bigassluxury.com and get this candle. You get 15% off. It is fucking awesome.
So go to the website bigassluxuries.com for 15% off, and you can find that link in the show notes.
It just weigh about 40 pounds. And when I tell you it's the shit.
All right, we're back.
I thought that shit was important. Bitch, want to buy my goddamn house. So it's just getting old shit, you know. And I'm you know, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
I hate getting old. Like I was sitting on the toilet the other day, and then I get in there and I start playing TikTok. Oh my fucking God, my feet go dead. I gotta ask somebody. I called my husband. I was like, I need you to help me up. My feet dead.
Oh no.
Yep. I got a whole bit about it. When you mix old people with young people shit at the wrong time, like you
It's fucking miserable. And you know one thing about me, and I like to share real shit. Like if I don't have no like strenuous work while I'm like sweating, if I'm tired, I just fall over in the bed. Because if I take a shower, I ain't gonna wake up.
Wait, what? You're gonna die from showering, or you're gonna fall asleep in the shower and drown, or
If I'm tired, I just lay down.
yeah.
You know, because if I take a shower, I ain't gonna get up on time. Something about if my ass is super clean, I sleep longer.
It's your body not wanting you to fuck it up. It's like, you know what? We gonna stay
Yeah,
down
but
here.
if I go to sleep with a little mustard under my stomach, I get red up because I'm itchy, I'm dirty.
No wonder you got
What's
separate
your alarm
bedrooms.
clock? Stinking. So it's time to get up.
That's funny.
If I wake up and my drawers sticking, oh nigga, it's time to go wash my hands.
That's so funny.
Oh my God.
She said, because I'm clean, I sleep longer.
Her ass, specifically her nether regions.
That's so
What the fuck is the nether regions?
All that down there from your FUPA downwards,
your
Oh,
jowls.
stopping
yeah,
right about your mid thigh.
Chris, let me ask you something. Do your fupa get hotter than 100 degrees?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. But
You
if
got a spicy fupa.
only if I had to go a couple days without showering and I'm just sitting around the house, then
Let
I
me
gotta
ask you something.
hit it
Chris,
with
do you ever be
rub it up.
cold? Do you ever be cold and you lift your bottom stomach up and put your hands up under it?
every single day, especially in the wintertime. I did that while I was waiting on Dion. Matthew does it too. Matthew copies me. I do it so much. He doesn't really have like a hang, so he
When
just
you
kind of curls his little hands under there.
when you fat or plus size, that food will be hot like a motherfucker. You be outside, nigga, you stick your hand up under your stomach.
Oh,
Oh, it might smell like ass when it come back, but your hands ain't
it's
cold.
so good. It's almost worth the diabetes and high blood pressure.
That's
I
one of the
see
reasons why.
it. Go ahead, Pat. I'm
So
sorry.
one of the reasons why I shave. I mean, I don't do shaving like most women do, but
We
I
know.
have to keep the hair off of my fupa because them two don't mix.
Why?
Look like vines on a fence.
Not a rabbit trail. She's got the Appalachia Trail.
This nigga say my fupa look like got vines on the fence. Yeah, pretty much, Dion. Pretty much.
She got Wrigley Field down there.
As a green monster.
Well, it's a brown monster.
Let me write that down for the title. My brown monster.
Yeah, it's just getting the old shit suck. But you know what, ladies, we gonna be all right. It's I'm trying other things. So, I don't know if I'm really trying to look younger, but like I told y'all, I discovered these facials that I'm doing that I personally think have shaved about 5 to 10 years off of my face.
I don't remember what you looked like before, but yeah, you look moistury.
Moisture.
So, and I'm not wearing any makeup, and there's no filter on here. This is just my
yeah,
face.
looks
You
good.
definitely look a lot younger.
Yeah, I mean, some of those times when we came over in 2019, oof.
Fucking Chris.
I wasn't saying that, but I'm saying you can tell. You definitely look
Yeah, there's a
brighter.
glow.
Like
a
there's
glow.
there's definitely a shine to you.
Well, again, I found a what
It's
is
not
it?
a greasy shine, It's not like Jermaine Jackson.
What do they call the people who do your face?
Anestheticians.
Yeah.
Esthetician. So I found a really good esthetician, and if you're here in Atlanta, I'm gonna put her information up. Y'all should go see her with the Miss Pat code. She will give you 20% off. Just say Miss Pat sent you. But when I tell you she has taken my skin to another level, and I've been using this product called Epicutis, which is kind of on the higher end, but I've learned in this the world consume, especially women, we consume so many products for our hair, face, and bodies. And probably 90% of the shit we consume don't even fucking work. And this serum I'm using by Epicurities is called different prices. I think the bigger bottle is like $250. But when I tell you I've been using this serum now for about 3.5 months, and I've saw the difference in my skin. And I'm just telling y'all, when I always go out, like I tell you, I try shit first because I don't want nobody wasting their money. So especially if it's on a higher end. So I'll be like, don't use that shit. I don't give a fuck how much it costs. It don't work. Epicutis work, guys. And this esthetician that I'm seeing here in Atlanta, I put her information up too. wonderful. When I tell you, I try to go every week just because I put on so much makeup when I'm taping, and then I go over there and she suck all of that shit out of my face, and I'm like, I mean, you know, I had discoloration in my face where I never like not going. I just had to have makeup. I always thought my skin was fucked up. So if you don't do shit for yourself, invest in your face and watch the aging come off. I tried this PRP stuff, and you know, Kim Kardashian made it popular, called a vampire facial.
Is that the blood thing?
Yeah, they take your plasma and they drop it back down in your face, and that shit has tightened up my skin so much.
I sort of remember, like, obviously your makeup, you got a makeup person, but I remember sort of like Bob and Tom era, and I'm not trying to be rude, but I just like it was very like your makeup was like you were trying to cover up something, you know, whereas now like here, like you look soft and like I don't know, just I'm glad that you feel comfortable in your skin, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like I just sort of recalled you talking about not having hot water and having the bad skin as a kid, and like I can imagine that has been kind of a hang up a little bit. So to like be here feeling good about your skin, I think that's awesome.
Like I said, you put on makeup like you wear a helmet.
No, it was just
I had an ex wife really like, you know, just didn't feel good about their skin and wore their makeup that same way, where it was like putting on like a plastic film.
I just want to whenever I do something or try something, I'm not a gatekeeper. So I always, and it's not about no money because I'm not making no money. I just want y'all to do, you know, if you can afford it. If you don't do shit, just go over there and get a hydration facial once a year. And I'm telling you, it will do wonders for you. I want everybody to be beautiful. I'm not a gatekeeper. I'm not that celebrity that you walk up and say, where you get that from? And I look at you like you crazy. Come here, bitch. Let me tell you, I got this off of TikTok. Come here. I got this such and such place. I had on some boots when everybody like, where did you get them from? Jennifer Lee. What's the purpose of gatekeeping? Because when you gatekeep, what happens is the person who you got it from, their business can't grow. You can't be a company only fucking customer.
Yeah.
Well,
I think we
feel
should
like drug dealers would disagree with it.
Yeah.
No, when I was a drug dealer, you had to have customers. You needed people to smoke crack Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Elon, he had one customer, and then they done turned on them.
This is a fine car. Everything's computer.
Who was Elon one customer?
The American government.
Yeah, basically.
And then he fired himself.
Yeah. No, he hasn't cut his subsidy.
Oh, but we did.
Yeah.
The people did. Yeah, because he lost $8 billion?
$8 million a day.
$8 million a day. Jesus.
Let me tell you something. If I was losing $8 million a day, I would have to break up with Trump. I'm like, dude, you're not worth the friendship. I would get the fuck on. Now, did you see since we're going to talk about Trump, because I really don't like talking about Trump, but he just said that Biden wasn't in his right mind to pardon anybody. So everybody he pardoned, I assume he's get ready to lock him back up, right?
Presidents have been using auto pen to sign stuff forever, and it's done in their authority. It's happened since the beginning of history. Some scribe was signing, but he's, you know, the guy who thinks that he can just declare in his mind that a document is no longer confidential somehow thinks that auto pen is a problem. So
I said it was okay in my brain.
He's just looking for any reason to do whatever he wants to do. Because
are you tired of him yet, Chris?
I've always been tired of him.
Well, let me ask you this: you could have saved America. All you had to do was vote black.
Yes, the Indiana voter who lives in the only blue area.
I just hope white people understand that at the end of the day, niggas have always been right. We have always been right on we taught you how to get to where you at. We can teach you how to heal yourself. You just gotta listen to niggas.
You guys were wrong on the OJ thing.
What?
I got OJ wrong.
Did you catch him?
Yeah, eventually because he stole his own stuff.
He didn't go to jail for that. You never caught him for what you assumed that he did.
No.
What we probably all know he did do or had something to do. You didn't catch him. You caught him for a trophy that he had won. Somebody
y'all always do. Y'all trick him.
He went to jail for stealing. Somebody stole his stuff, so he went back to a Vegas hotel to steal it back, and he went to jail for that.
Mm-hmm.
That's the crazy thing.
No, that's America. And
well, they punished him for the murders. They didn't punish him for the stealing. They didn't give a fuck about the stealing.
So what are we gonna do now, Chris? Tell me tell me the white people code that's going around we need to know about.
I mean, I don't have any solutions for you. I haven't.
This nigga got a bunker for his family. He don't give a fuck about none of y'all.
He's gonna do whatever he wants to do for 3.5 more years, and then he's.
You don't think they're gonna impeach him?
That's dead. No president will ever get impeached seriously again. Like, what are they? If Mitch McConnell had pursued removing him or pressing criminal charges, then all of this would have. But he didn't have the balls.
Man, you saw the minutes running out on his timer.
Yeah,
that nigga keep freezing up. He like bad Wi-Fi. Motherfucker be big conversation.
No, the problem. Mitch McConnell they're not telling us the truth with that man. That man actually passed about 6 years ago.
I just watched the Men in Black. I swear that's Mitch McConnell. That nigga that had the little alien in his head.
Yeah, Mitch McConnell been dead about 6 years. They just keep rolling him out there. Man, the same way I said with Jimmy Carter. Why would you even bring black people would never bring their parents out? I mean, first of all, they took Jimmy Carter outside like that, and they didn't even put a fly trap or nothing over his mouth. So whatever was in the element was flying in that man's throat. Then you got him home and want to feed him soup. No, nigga, he full of bugs.
That was just the funniest thing because the Sun says like the week before, he's so excited to vote for Kamala. And then they wheel him out and we're all like, what? Excited for what?
Yeah, that man looking like Kirby.
He was so pale and white and stuck. I mean, he was stuck.
That was one of the Doge things. So they said that they had saved like $150 million or something. And then it came out that had already been canceled. And the $150 million was like the contract for Secret Services and Secret Service for Jimmy Carter and the house improvement, all these different things for Jimmy Carter that they would have saved regardless. But it was all just basically fake.
Everything they doing is fake. And now I think everybody who just got fired, 6,000 people, was it the FAA or the government, they all got their jobs back and back pay.
Yep.
I don't know if I would trust them niggas.
Well, so
you can't fire me, give me my back pay, and then expect me to.
Well, that was the thing is the government
back to work and
I would really sit there and not do shit for 3 years.
It would
you
be
can't
hard.
fire me, nigga. What you
have to fire my black ass.
What are you doing? What are you Doge coming out? What are you doing? Bitch, I'm eating a pimento sandwich. Slowly.
You know what I mean? I would be showing my ass.
So I have on my other show a listener who's a federal worker who wanted to sign the early retirement papers, but he said everybody who's a government worker that wanted to sign it was really worried about signing it because it wasn't guaranteed that they were going to actually let you retire. And if they did, then a federal judge could come back and say, no, that's all canceled. You can't do any of that. And so you've got all these people in the federal workforce that tried to quit that can't quit now. And they have told their boss they don't want to be there anymore. So they're in this like horrible position of limbo where they're like, I don't want to be here, but I can't quit because they won't let me quit. It's just, I can't get basically the severance package. You can quit, but you're not getting the money.
What a shit show. So,
I wouldn't believe he would give a severance package because what he's going to do is allow you to quit. And then he's going to say, oh, the government ain't got no money. So what my money at?
He never pays his workers. Why do you think his businesses fail? Because he doesn't pay the people who work for him.
The Making of Donald Trump by David K. Johnston, and he outlines how all the people he's never paid. He was the tax reporter for the New York Times.
Why do you think he hates Rosie O'Donnell so much? She was snitching on it.
remember the pianos? Like he paid a guy to move like 20 pianos and owed him like $10 million, some crazy amount, and just never paid him.
Yeah, he just doesn't pay.
Normal people don't get sued 4,000 times in their life.
But he ties you up in litigation in court, and then he runs your money out with all the legal deadlines and extensions. He just bleeds you dry because you don't fucking care. And that's, I don't know how people got tricked into believing this guy loves America.
He do. He loves America. America
Literally caused the inflation. The economy's going to be great.
That motherfucker couldn't pass the test. He's trying to kick everybody out for not being.
I just heard something about they're making fake eggs so the price can go down.
What?
I just heard something like that. And on TikTok, they making fake eggs so they can say. And what is this whole thing? France trying to take back the Statue of Liberty.
One politician over there basically said, like, you guys don't believe in any of this anymore, so give us the statue back. And then, of course, the White House press secretary, who's basically Baghdad Bob, she's like, well, tell him that he'd be speaking German if it weren't for us. And everybody's like, oh, it's a murder.
Well, that's true.
It's true. It is true.
They can come get it if they want.
It is kind of like they gave us.
Shipping it to you. But you can come get it.
You put this at the opening of Ellis Island. Well, that's closed. We've closed that down.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I saw
out of here if you come get it. America will let you come get some shit.
I'm like, how the fuck you gonna move that big ass lady?
How do you move any big lady?
With Chris, food. You just walk me to the bedroom. You can't walk that bitch. Well, how you gonna ship her? You gonna fly always in France hanging at the bottom of a plane?
You just lay her down on a boat and give her the motion of the ocean.
That was a good one. That was really good. That was really good. Please click
back. When he asked for the Statue of Liberty back, I'm like, if you pull that bitch up, it's so many rats up under that dress. You gonna have rats jumping 10 miles in the air. Did y'all see the man who ate the rat?
No.
In New York, and they looking for him. They say he could be sick.
Yeah, that's how this new disease. Have you heard of the hemorrhaging eye disease out of Congo? So like three little toddlers in the Congo ate a dead bat, and it like crossed over into humans, and it's this disease that in this area had a 50% death rate. And if you were in the 50% that lived, blood splurted out of your eyes. And they just made it to the UK. There's 4 cases in the UK as of like late last week.
Did they die?
Oh, I don't know about the people in the UK, but like just please stop eating things.
Just starve to death.
Like
you're ruining humanity. You poor children.
I get they're hungry, but come on.
Spoken like a true white man. Just die, little bastards. You're fucking up.
If a bat is dead.
Stop eating shit.
Hey, what you gonna eat? Goddamn.
Yeah. Stop eating shit. That's what we tell you. We ain't got to eat.
Do no bats.
No bats.
Chinese
Too
or
many
African.
bats. Too many bats.
Only bats you can eat are from Utah. You can eat the bats in Utah. They're Mormon.
Isn't that how like Ebola came about? It was somebody was eating like a dead monkey.
I didn't. Eating wasn't what I heard.
Well, we got a few phone calls before we end. You want to?
Yeah, let's hear them.
Some of the speak pipes here. So you can go to the show notes and you can leave us a message. And these have all been super sweet and super fun. So please keep leaving them over at SpeakPipe, which you can find in the description here on YouTube or in your podcast app. So, all right, this is Jeff.
Hey, Miss Pat. Hey, Chris. Hey, Dion. Long-time listener. Even got your book, Miss Pat. Love you so much. Favorite thing you ever said. I forgot what episode it was. It was like one of the early ones we told Ashley Dick was delicious. Couldn't stop laughing all day because of it. But anyways, I'm calling because I want your advice, Miss Pat. See, I've been with my girlfriend now for like 4 years now, and I don't know how to end things. I do love her, but I'm just tired of being with her. Like, for context, she's a single mom of 4, 3 different baby dads, and not one of them sends any kind of support. So for like the past 4 years, I've been like a fill-in stepdad and everything. I've tried to do everything for him, but it's come to the point where like I'm just tired of it, but I don't know how to break up with her. I do love her. I'm just hate this lifestyle that we have, and I've been like dreaming to like leave for years now. You could just let me know what you would do in this situation. That'd be great. Love you, Miss Pat. Have a good one, guys.
All right.
I know what I would do.
Me too.
I'd just play this episode.
Oh, hey, honey.
Come listen to this podcast.
I'm going to work. Let me put something on the stereo for you. I hate her. I can't stand her. They're awful kids.
All jokes aside, I couldn't tell a man to leave a woman with kids because I was in that same situation, and mine was told to leave me, and here we are 31 years later. Anything worth having is worth working for. I mean, marriage ain't easy. Being in a relationship ain't easy. I mean, nothing is easy. So if you thought being with a woman with 4 kids was gonna be easy, you had to be out of your fucking mind with 3 baby daddies. It's not. You say you love the woman. So if you love the woman, why don't you just ride it out? Eventually those kids are gonna get grown and be gone. Uh, and then eventually, I mean, if you're in their life now and you've been there for 4 years and these niggas ain't doing nothing for the kids, you're the only daddy they probably really know. And I'm just being honest. I mean, what are
That's
you
all
hating in
fine and
life?
good, but if he ain't getting nothing out of it because he tired, like
I'm quite sure my husband was tired many times when he was 23 or 24 years old and we had 8 fucking kids. But it's a relationship. And when you love something or somebody, it shouldn't be that easy to walk away. Hell, I get tired of walking up the steps, but that don't mean I'm gonna stop walking. And I'm just being honest when it comes down to, being in a relationship with women with kids. And I could see if he said, she was cheating or she was no good. I mean, she's working at this relationship just as hard as you are. And she's a mom of these 4 kids. I think it was 4 kids, right?
Yeah, but it sounds like pretty transactional. Like he's looking for what he's getting out of it, which is not how you can be in this situation. Like when kids are in the equation, you can't be about you.
Even when kids are not even when kids are not in the equation, it's still about a relationship is 2 sides.
Yeah.
It's both. It's take both of y'all to make it work. If you don't, if it's you here and you constantly should be pulling together, but
right.
you worried about I'm tired. Well, have you sat there, Jeff? If that's your name, have you sat there and looked at the things that she probably do during the day with these 4 kids? If she's a good woman, would sound like she is. And think about how she had to deal with these 4 kids, get them out to school, and probably have to go to work and whatever she had to do, and still come home and give your black ass some pussy and act like she's into it.
I think he's one of us.
That's her. What? I don't understand. What?
I'm just saying. Because as a wife,
the same thing she has to do. Does he not have to go out and go to work and make sure that?
Yes, but I'm just saying. But let me be honest with you, Dion. From being a mother, when you're a mom, most moms do way more than the father do. He'll come home, drop the bag. Baby, I done got the kids dressed. I done did this, and I'm not saying that fathers don't do that, but it's usually when the mom and dad is together, the mom handle the kids the most. That's all I'm saying.
You're looking at it like it's some sort of ledger, and I think he's looking at it like I'm not getting this. I'm not getting like Jeff. Yes. You're gonna like what are you gonna do? Are you gonna just mom hop until you're like 80 and die, or are you at some point going to commit to somebody? Like, look, If this isn't the one, you're not married, you can leave. Like, but
But
at some point,
I
that
think he
mentality
has.
of I think you raise a good point, Pat, of like that mentality of everything's transactional, everything is just forgettable, and let's move on. And like
After 4 years, that's a long time to be with somebody, and you wake up and just say, "I'm tired of the 4 baby daddy not doing shit," and da.
nothing's going to be
Well, yeah,
easy.
because after 4 years, and I'm sure they've had conversations about things changing, and then nothing does. It's like, yo, I've got 16 more years of this, 13 more years of this, 15. Like, how much more do I have? And if I say I love you, but I cannot keep doing this over and over and continue to love myself, you gotta go. That's all. Jeff, you got to pick. It's either her or you. You can be miserable and have the girl and make her happy, or you can make yourself happy and go find somebody else.
But let me ask you this: what make you
he's just
think
cycle
he's?
over and over.
Well, he's learned after 4 years, he should know he shouldn't go pick a single woman who has 3 different baby daddies. That's probably not going to work out for you, Jeff.
Well, I'm not gonna agree with that, Jeff, because people told my husband I only had 1 baby daddy at the time, but I also had my sister 4 kids right off the top of my relationship, and people told my husband many times he should have left.
No, I'm
Many
not
times.
saying he
And
should
he
leave.
tried.
I'm saying
And,
you
and
have
I'm
to make
and
a
I'm
choice.
quite and I'm
Either
quite
suffer
sure
what
my
happens,
husband. I'm
or you
quite
do.
sure Garrett felt the same way. Here I am. I got 6 kids before I even had Gary on in Junebug, because I had 2 and my sister had 4. And right out the back, I gave him 6 kids. What the fuck you? I got 6 kids. I gotta help this girl with all these kids, and ain't none of them mine. And people like, leave. I mean, and I'm not saying that I'm not saying that she gonna blow up and be Miss Pat one day, but I am saying if you really love this woman like you say you do, we all get tired in a relationship. I've been married for 31 years, and I'm in a separate bedroom because he get on my motherfucking nerves someday. But I'm not gonna leave him
Yeah,
because a marriage take work. I almost got a divorce, and I never really tell my business. The first season of the Miss Pat show, I had major problems in my marriage that almost sent my marriage out the door. And all I said to Garrett, if you love me like I love you, then this is worth fighting for. But you got to call the counselor. So I'm going to say this, y'all probably need to go to counseling because it's a disconnect there. And it was for me and my husband. It was a big disconnect there. Garrett literally thought I was about to leave him. He had this whole shit cooked up in his head that I didn't have nothing about. And if you sat down and you talk to her, and I think if you go to counseling and there's a mediator with you guys to explain to both sides with no yelling, no hollering, how each other feel, then y'all can get to understand each other. Because right now y'all got business life. You got 3, 4 kids, 3 baby daddies, she power work, he power work, and it's nothing. Y'all ain't getting shit done in the relationship. I personally would say don't leave if she's a good woman, but do seek counseling. And if you're in Atlanta, just call back and let me know. I have a good marriage counselor that would do it by Zoom.
Yeah, I would say I've been in Jeff's shoes before. Obviously, Reagan came into the relationship with her daughter, and I didn't go into that like, look, if there's a kid involved, you can't. You got to be serious. And I would say that you've got to make it. Hold on, that you got to make a decision. Like, is it about you? Are you going to be selfish? Or are you going to sacrifice some things? I would say the first year of my marriage, the first year and a half, was really difficult. And we went to counseling last year because it just got to a point where divorce isn't on the table, but it can't go on like this. And the root of it was just that I was thinking the way that Jeff is thinking. What am I getting out of this? I'm not happy. Here I am taking care of this kid, blah, blah, blah. Now I'm not getting enough. I'm not right. And I had some good people in my life that kind of said, like, why is it all about you? And you've got to make a decision. Like, is it all going to be about you, or is there a greater purpose here? Are you going to sacrifice a little bit of what you want? And I'll tell you, sacrificing some of the things that I've wanted, I haven't had to sacrifice everything, but there's a lot of stuff I had to give up over the last year that was not easy, but my
But y'all
marriage is
both got
better.
something out of it that's permanent. He don't have no permanent ties to this woman.
and
So
you
until
gotta make
he
that
does,
decision.
man, I'm not trying to hear none of that shit y'all talking at all.
Well, Dion, we talking to somebody with no responsibility and they damn near 40. That's you.
But he's right. He's not married. He is. If you were married and those kids were, you're in a
They ain't
different
his
position.
kids. You don't have to stick around just because people think you a bad person.
Well, let me say
fuck
this.
that,
Let me
bro.
say,
If your
can
life
I
is
say this, Dion?
miserable, make it happy. If that means
Yeah.
leaving her, then you gotta go.
He did say he did say a key word. He said, I do love this woman.
Okay.
He did say that. If he was like, I'm
God
not in
loved
love
the
with
son,
her.
he still killed him.
What?
I said God loved the son, he still killed him.
That's true.
He wasn't fucking his son, Dion.
It doesn't matter.
All right. Well, I think
Yes, I would
on.
say seek some counseling. And if you here in Atlanta, I would love to give you a great relationship and a marriage counselor. Even if you're not, and I think he can still do it by Zoom. So just let me know and don't be so quick to give up.
Yep. All right,
And
Cynthia.
fuck Dion.
No, that'll injure a relationship.
Hey, maybe, Jeff, call Dion. Maybe he'll fuck her. All right, here we go.
Hey, Miss Pat, Chris, and Dion. This is Cynthia calling from Richmond, Virginia. So, Miss Pat, there's this position in my job that I've been wanting to have, but I've been having a hard time, I guess, showing my manager why I deserve the job. I want to straight up tell my manager that I want the position, but I have a hard time not beating around the bush. I inside feel like I fear the thought of rejection. So, I'm like, okay, what if I ask, or what if I build up the courage and confidence to ask about me having the position, and then my manager says no? What would you do in this situation? Also, thank you, Deanna and Chris, for the time y'all take to put out episodes, considering y'all are busy with life. I feel like I can speak on everybody's behalf when I say we truly appreciate everything y'all do to put out these episodes for us. So I hope you are able to answer my question. And yeah, thank
So
you.
her question was she want a position at work, but she's scared to apply or ask for it because she don't want rejection. Let me tell you something. No only make you stronger. That ain't the only position that you're gonna be in or you gonna ask for or you gonna try to get. Somebody gonna put you in a different position in bed, in life, in everything that you do.
Yeah, it's true.
So my advice to you is fucking if you know you want the position, go to your boss and say, how can I get this position? If he say, well, it ain't for you, well, maybe not that one, but you can go home and get and put in a position that night.
Come to the edge of the
Dion has
come to the
grippy
corner.
socks, Cynthia.
So
I
wouldn't beat around the bush. I would personally just go in and ask for the position and say, what can I do to get this position? And it may closed mouth don't get motherfucking fed.
The answer is already no if you don't ask. So you're
Yes.
you're already rejecting yourself by not
Exactly.
asking.
Thank you.
So you
You
don't
ain't
have to
never
worry
seen-
about the fear of it because you've already experienced it because you keep denying yourself. So the second
you ain't never seen a
go
fat
ask-
person. You ain't never seen a fat person that don't open their mouth.
Thank you.
Did that make sense?
Yeah, because I think nurses have to calculate. Like you'd be a terrible nurse if you let somebody get fat on a feeding tube. Like,
what are you feeding them, gravy?
It's like, how's this person getting bigger with no exercise?
Anybody that listens to this podcast know that I'm definitely more on the scared rabbit side compared to the Miss Rabbit side over here.
Miss Rabbit.
Yeah. Cynthia, I have spent so much of my life keeping my mouth shut, avoiding rejection, and feeling terrible or resenting other people because they didn't see my genius or whatever, right? And now in the last 3, 4, 5 years, I start asking for what I want, saying what I want. My life is so much better. I just left Bob and Tom, and I'm not throwing shade at Bob and Tom because I wasn't happy there towards the end. And it wasn't necessarily anything they were doing. It was just that my life had changed and evolved over 11 years into a different place. But I was scared to leave because I liked where I worked. I liked the people I worked with. It was comfortable. But I wasn't making enough to feed the family. And I was too scared to go to my boss and ask for a raise. And Reagan was like, look, you have to start looking. But I didn't want to start looking. I put it off for like months because what if I don't find something? What if I'm not qualified for this? What if all these what ifs that didn't exist in reality, they just existed in my head. And I started putting it out there late last year that I wanted to find a different job, putting out resumes. I got rejected like 50 times. And I ended up getting a job at a local newspaper as their head of podcasting. It's like literally, I was sitting down with people in August and September, and they were asking me, what would you want to do? And I was explaining what I'm doing now every day, but for this well-respected newspaper. Like, I talked to my boss today. He's like, how are things? I've been there 3 months. Like, I'm genuinely having a great time. I wake up excited to go to work every day. Like, if I hadn't put myself out there, if I hadn't listened to my wife, if I had just kind of like avoided that rejection like I had been, like I wouldn't have this opportunity. And I think you're stuck in this position. You're in this one place. Like you're probably younger, so you just think this is the world. But the more you put out there, the yourself, people are going to see your gifts. They're going to see your talents. They're going to see the good things about you. And you're going to see all these people appreciating what you bring to the world, to the equation, to the company. And the people who don't appreciate that, you're going to go, this is just not for me. I got to move on. So I'm with you. I'm probably 20 years older than you. I still have that little thing in my head, like you're not good enough. Nobody's going to this or that.
Pretty
Like,
much what he's saying is stop being a scary cat. Go in there and ask for that position. If you
you
don't get
deserve
it,
it.
you're gonna be all right. That one no ain't gonna kill you. No's make you stronger, and no's also make you better hoes. That hoes and no's that go together. Just
Yes.
remember, it's okay. It's okay to hear no. Sometimes no, it's better for you.
It's just better to live with confidence like Pat. I mean, Pat has been a great mentor and example to me for, all right, just get over your fear, and you'll get to do all kinds of cool stuff. All right, thanks. Here's Anonymous.
Hello, Miss Pat, Dion, Chris. Big fan of the podcast. Miss Pat, you probably don't remember me, but I saw you perform live the last time you were in San Jose, California, and I was sitting right in the front row with my coworker, and you were roasting the hell out of me, saying I was laughing like a white man at a slave auction, and then you accused me of fucking my coworker. After the show, I got a picture with you, but it needed to be retaken because the picture came out looking funny. And you looked pissed at me for asking to redo it. I apologized, and you said, "No, it's okay, baby. I just need to take a shit. This girdle is about to pop." Anyway, I need your advice. I notice whenever this one female at my office walks over and stands next to me at my desk, I detect a foul, fucked up odor. After the third or fourth time this happened, I realized it was her pussy. She's pretty tall, so when she stands next to me and I'm sitting, we are eye to coochie level. Sometimes it smells like catfish, eggs, salt and vinegar chips. I can smell that shit through denim, polyester, vibranium. It doesn't fucking matter.
Vibranium. God damn.
Coworkers are smelling the same shit too, and we are tired of it fucking up our nostrils. Can you, come up with a way to tell her without hurting her feelings or without making it obvious? Do we put a note at her desk? Do I leave like a can of tuna on her car? I need your help. My eyes are just watering right now thinking about it. Please help. Please. I know you're familiar with Stanky Coochie, so if you can just give some advice, that'd be great.
Pat, you have a stinky pussy. Please help the man.
I don't have a stinking pussy.
This guy goes to Star Trek conventions.
I have a pussy that needs to be washed on time.
He said she tall, so when I'm sitting down, it should be right about.
I'm just listening, and he's got greasy long hair and bad glasses and the old Star Wars T-shirt.
I ain't gonna say who it was, but one time I had a relative who had some bad pussy, and I hung out with this relative all the time. And they kept trying to say, like, Rabbit, you say anything, you should tell her her pussy stink. But I didn't know how to tell her pussy stink. Cause I don't, I'd be like, your pussy stink. Oh, you say my pussy stink. And that person was a very crybabyish person. So, uh, you might have to have a conversation of something that you smelt was bad. Cause with this person, I was like, you ever been around somebody and you smell that a nigga done left a condom in their pussy because you can smell it all the way out their drawers. And that person ended up going to the doctor and finding a condom because I could tell it was a leftover condom in the pussy. I had started to deteriorate.
Oh
I just
no.
know, like I can smell roach piss. So I know certain odors. And so
You could detect. How did you get close enough to detect used condom? I'm gonna throw up.
it was an aroma. And
I was gonna say it will come to you. You don't have to go looking for it.
it's like burning a candle, nigga.
In my life, I think this guy's lying. I've
Hey,
never
man,
in my life smelled something like
go
that.
bust a nut in the condom and just leave it there until it's
No.
ready to come talk to you. You'll know.
Ugh.
So
First off,
if I was
you
you,
know.
condoms.
so I also have that problem in some of the workplaces that I've been in. Where I'm like, are y'all gonna tell these people that they stink, or do I need to tell them? Because I'm just gonna say, hey, baby, and you know we can smell you. Now, ain't nobody mad at you. But if you listen to anything in your life that we can get you,
Like a
you know,
douche.
maybe maybe y'all somebody should undercoverly leave a gift on a desk. But I really think you should tell human resource, or y'all should have conversation about shit you smell.
Have a white elephant gift and give Summer's Eve and make sure she gets it.
Or be an
No, I
adult and
know.
just say,
No,
hey,
just
you're fucking up the workplace with your stanky pussy. Like you can eloquently write out all the smells. You can ask this lady to wash her ass. It ain't that hard.
well, I had somebody tell me one time that they work with a star, and I'm not gonna say the person name. And this star smelled so fucking bad, right? So bad. It was a woman, big black woman. And this star smelled so bad that human resources had to the people who cast her had to tell her, if you don't take a bath tomorrow, you can't come back no more. And so I didn't believe this person. But then I went to this event, a big ass event where it was black women in businesses and all kind of shit was going on that night. And that person hugged me straight out of their car, getting on the red carpet. And it was the most foul. It smelled like somebody had fucked that person. It smelled like somebody had fucked that person in the ass, and they pulled their drawers up and went to the red carpet. So I would, if I was you, I would go. I would try to like leave some undercover gifts. If she don't get it,
She
then
hugged me and it smelled like anal.
Anal, specifically.
it
Cum
was
and ass.
so funky. It was the most foulest shit.
She said, "Did you just pull your drawers up?"
But if I was you, I would burn a candle and I would tell if she don't get it, you say, oh, I don't like fish because I don't like how that smell. If she don't get my 2-3 hints, I would just go to human resource and say, y'all have to get this garbage can up out here. Or I would walk by her and be like, y'all smell that trash?
That's so cruel though. That's passive aggressive and awful. Like, if this guy's serious and he's not fucking with us, then like the person that knows her best in the office should just take her to lunch and say, "Look, I've got something delicate to tell you."
Who gonna eat lunch with a pussy that's smoking?
All right, take her out for a stank break. Just take her for a walk.
This is what you do.
Don't get behind her.
You fold up a paper airplane and spray with Febreze and 9/11 into her vagina.
Next caller, you some fucking idiot.
That's it. We're done. This has been a fun one.
Well, let me read these ads.
All right. Well, let's finish the show. Say goodbye. Then we'll do the intro.
Then read these ads.
No, say goodbye.
Maybe it said, "Let me read the ads." Thank y'all for joining us for another funny ass episode of the Pat Down, and we'll keep doing what we doing. October the 14th. Do not forget to get your tickets to the party. I have to sell a certain amount of tickets to make this happen. Do not worry about the hotel. I will have that all squared away in a little bit. I need you to go to misspatcomedy.com and get your fucking tickets to the party. It's getting closer, y'all, and I don't want to spend all my money, and I don't have enough people coming. Please, this shit is gonna be off the chain. Oh, I gotta give a shout out to Biloxi for showing the fuck out this weekend. Y'all made a bitch feel like a hero. Thank you, Biloxi. Coming up next, Dayton, Ohio, April 18th through the 19th. I will be to Phoenix, Arizona, where it's hot and sticky as a motherfucker. April 25th through the 26th, May 2nd, and it's May 3rd. I will be at West Des Moines, Iowa, IOWA. Cleveland, Ohio. I will be at hilarious May 9th through the 11th. I'm coming to Virginia Beach. It's been a while. May 16th through the 17th. So go to misspatcomedy.com and get your tickets now, please. But please get your tickets to the party and please get to the Patreon so I can keep paying these young men because we appreciate y'all. I do this for you guys each and every Monday. I'm running home from taping this show for you guys. With that said, thank you for joining us for another episode of The Pat Down.